Moonbow, the sun bear, says hello to everyone.
Oh, hello!
To the clouds and the trees, and to you and the bees, to the stars and the moon and the sun. Moonbow is your friend.
Yeah, Moonbow! No! Hello, everybody! This is the Moonbow! Welcome to the Moonbow Show! Welcome to the Moonbow Show! And it is Tuesday, the 2nd of August, 2022. 2 adds up to 8, and it is the 8th month. 2 into 8. Anyway, math. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 8. Yeah, anyway, yeah, hello! Lammas! Yeah, llamas for, wait. Say hello, Max.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, that is my friend Max. And we are here for the Moonbow Show for Lammas, which is 2nd of August, which is the cross-quarter day halfway between the summer solstice and the autumn equinox. You might remember you saw me on the summer solstice. You might not. Anyway, this is a lovely time of year in the northern hemisphere. It is summer. Yeah. And what Lammas was for in the pagan times is for harvest and celebration. Yeah, because if you think about it, you know that the fruits mix.
Yes, Moonbow.
Moonbow loves the fruits in the tummy.
I know you do.
Yeah, raspberries, blueberries, any berries, plums, peaches, apples, any mix food.
Yes, Moonbow, food.
Fruit
Yes, Moonbow, fruit.
and vegetables. Yeah, because Moonbow is a vegan bear. I used to not be, but I am now. Anyway, so it is a harvest time. Harvest, which means, guys, giving thanks, celebrating bounty. Yeah, and so I would invite you at this time of Lammas to see the bounty around you. I know times are still very tough for Mother Earth and for humankind and for all the animals. We know many troubles. The climate crisis, fires, COVID, monkeypox, political unrest, war. We know. We are not trying to be oblivious. No, mix.
Yes, Moonbow.
Because mindfulness is not going to the meditation cushion and tuning out.
No, it's not.
It's tuning in.
Yes, it is tuning in.
And that means be aware of what is going on, but this is the important part, still come home to yourself.
That's very true, Moonbow.
Yeah, so what it means is don't eat too many newses that are upsetting, because you will probably just collapse.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And then you are not good for anyone. So be aware, but only of the goodness. That's where Lammas comes in. Mix. It is about the bounty, right? See my nice rainbow flowers on my head?
Yes, I do, Moonbow. That's very beautiful.
Yeah, that is for LGBTQIA+, and it is for hope and things like that, and it is for diversity and colors and hello, Nazreen. It was just Nazreen's continuation. Anyway, so that is for Lammas, but I wanted to talk about some other things. Yeah, Mix.
Yes, Moonbow.
Yeah, is this Moonbow's vlog?
Moonbow's vlog.
Wait, yeah, like report on Moonbow. Report on Moonbow and Mix and our lives and yeah.
Oh, well, maybe it is a little bit like that.
Yeah, we talk about I talk about what I have been talking about to you and thinking in the Moonbow heart.
Yes, the Moonbow heart.
Yes, the Moonbow heart. The Moonbow heart is quite sunny today. And the Mix heart?
Yeah, quite sunny also.
Oh, that is good. I know what you... Tell them what you have been doing.
I have been photographing wildlife.
Yeah! Mix has gone to these places and she has all these pictures of red squirrels and badgers and even pine martens and deer and some little birds and very nice. Mix, it was nice.
Yes, it was. And you sat very quietly with me, didn't you?
Yeah, I was very quiet. I don't have a camera. I just have my eyes and my body. And in my eyes and my body, I absorb what is happening, and it is enough for me to not take a picture.
Okay, but you're taking a big moving picture right now in your video.
Oh, no, I am not. You are.
Okay, I am.
Yeah, you are the photographer, not me. Anyway, that is what Max has been doing. But Moonbow, well, Max and Moonbow and Roxy the dog, yeah, we have been on an adventure for a year and almost a year and a half. Not quite. Anyway, we have been all over. We have been in a camper van, and we have been in a house, and we have been on the continent, in Europe, in places, and we have been up north, yeah, in Scotland, and we have been everywhere, but we are going back to London.
Yes, we are.
Yeah! Mix?
Yes, Moonbow.
I am happy about that.
I can tell.
Are you happy about that?
I'm mostly quite happy about that, yeah.
Yeah, it feels like going back to our tribe.
Our tribe.
Yeah, our friends and our places, and even Roxy gets happy when she sniffs all the familiar places.
It's true.
So we are going to wave bye-bye to Scotland and go back to London, and we will see then what happens next.
That's right. We'll see what happens next.
Yeah, but anyway, I wanted to say about Beltane. Not Beltane. Silly Moonbow. Lammas. Lammas. So the light is already in the northern hemisphere. It is not as bright as on the summer solstice. It is fading, as we know. The wheel is turning. The wheel of the year is turning. But it is the warmest month now. With the climate crisis that there have been unprecedented temperatures in the UK, in the south in particular, and it's not good news. But nonetheless, I want to say that August is a time of warmth.
That's true.
And it is your continuation soon.
Yes, it is.
And so I want to say happy continuation early to you, like all our friends. Most of them are there, not all of them. They are all over the world, but many are still in London, and it will be so nice to be with them.
Yes, it will be super duper duper nice.
And now that it is not so difficult with the COVID, then you can be together more freely.
That's right.
And that's what Moonbow wants, because Mix, you know, I am from Borneo, and I am a climate refugee because my mother was killed because of logging, because maybe that isn't a climate refugee. I am a refugee, but because of deforestation in Borneo, and my mother was killed, and I came here. But Mix,
Yes, Moonbow.
I don't actually know if I want to go back to Borneo. I want to be with you.
Oh, Moonbow.
Yeah. And unless you came and lived in Borneo, but you see what I mean is home. Home is a place inside.
Yes.
But home is also a place with your tribe, more than a place in the geography.
I see.
Yeah, like nomadic tribes, they moved around, but it was their people and their way of life that was their home, I think.
I see.
Yeah, and that is what Moonbow thinks. But anyway, okay, so, next, two things I want to talk about.
Okay, you go ahead.
Well, one is we have a friend.
Yes. We have a lot of friends, don't we?
Yeah, but we have one friend who is recently doing something very brave.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, someone who is doing something very brave and is changing something very important about their life,
Yes.
and is feeling much better for it.
Yes.
And I wanted to talk partly about prayer.
Prayer.
Yeah. Do you pray?
Yes.
Moonbow prays.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I do. I send messages to the universe where I say, please let this person be well, or this planet be well, or please let there be an awakening in Moonbow, but also in all creatures, especially the humans who wield so much power.
I see, Moonbow.
Yeah, that is my prayer. But, Mix,
Yes, Moonbow.
I have a trouble sometimes with prayer.
Okay, you tell me about that.
Well, sometimes when I am praying and wishing everyone well, I get, I think, a bit too attached to a particular outcome.
What do you mean?
Well, say our friend,
Yes.
and I think we both have an idea of how that person could be very happy and well and free.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But it is only our idea.
It's only our idea, you're right.
And that beloved friend will find their own path, and it might be a different path. And so when we send out our prayers and good wishes, we also have to set that person free.
Oh, Moonbow.
It is true.
I think you're right.
So we can't get too invested in an outcome for anyone, because how do we know what is best? We think we know, but we might be wrong. and sending love and sending wishing and love for the most beautiful freedom and well-being, but not trying to control anything.
Wow.
What?
That's quite a thing you're saying.
Is it?
Well, I think so.
Oh. Well, this is what I think.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you let us know.
Yeah. Anyway, so that is Moonbow's puzzle. And maybe if you have any ideas out there, you could write to me on my YouTube channel and tell me what you do when you love someone. Do you get too invested in a particular outcome for them, or can you just wish them well but let them go but still care very much? I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, it's true. And it's not just with that friend, it's also with your mother, Mix.
yeah, my mother.
Yeah, and also someone else. And yeah, it's hard at the moment not to get too invested.
It is. You're absolutely right, Moonbow. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. But anyway, I have something else to say.
Okay, you go ahead.
Well, I wanted to talk about perspective.
Perspective. Okay, you go ahead.
Well, these last 2.5 and a bit more years, in one way, they have been so hard.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, Sim died,
Sim died.
and there were all other troubles with that.
Yeah, there were.
And there was COVID and lockdowns. Let's see, something like 8 months, 9 months of lockdown between the first and second and third lockdown, and then we moved on the road, and we were not having a home, and then we went to Scotland, and that was nice but not so good, and then we are going back. And anyway, what I wanted to say is, in one perspective, that is such a hard time. It's the worst time you and me have gone through.
Yeah, I agree.
But,
Oh, what?
but,
But.
yeah, but, it is also true that we have had adventures.
Yes, we have.
And we have met wonderful people.
That is true.
And you have seen lots of beautiful creatures in the Scottish wilderness.
That is true too.
And you got a little camper van for us to live in.
That is true too.
And you built your confidence driving, and we went to the continent with Roxy, and we had to have documentation and drive on the other side of the road and all kinds of things. And you built a confidence.
It's true. I did build a confidence.
And Mix,
Yes.
do you see what I am saying?
That lots of good things happened.
Yeah. That another way to see this period is that there has been so much growth and adventure and positive things and bravery and yeah, those things.
Okay.
You don't seem so sure.
Well, sometimes it's hard for me to see it that way.
I know. That is why I am telling you, Mix, because Moonbow can see it that way.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see it that way. I can see how much you have grown and how all of these things are opportunities abilities and they have tested you and you have seen yourself do things you never knew you could do.
Oh,
It is true.
that's very kind of you.
But it is true, Max. I am not being kind. I'm telling you the truth.
Okay, I'll just breathe that in.
Breathe that in, Max. That is the truth. And Ty says, are you sure?
I know he says, are you sure?
And the thing when you say, oh, these have been the hardest 2.5 years of my life.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Well, I am actually sure.
Oh.
But
But? Sometimes that word is very good. But what, Max?
it's also true that I have received enormous blessings and opportunities to grow.
Yeah.
And I have become braver and stronger than I knew.
Oh, Max, that is so nice to hear you say.
Oh, Moonbow, thank you.
Yeah. So, I say to all of you, what? I have one more thing to say about it.
Yes.
Sometimes people say, oh, if you look at it another way, or you could have a different perspective. But when you are in the perspective you're in, that can feel quite mean. Oh, you tell me my tragedy is an opportunity. Go away.
Yeah, I get it, Moonbow.
So, what I mean to say is, it is true in a way that we can choose our perspective, but that is what Moonbow would call quite a deep advanced practice. That means it's quite hard. Yeah, but this thing Moonbow wants to say, sometimes it just comes to you.
What do you mean?
Like supposing you are sitting in a forest.
Yes.
And you are just sitting there. You might be sad or happy, or you could be anything, but you're sitting there.
Yes.
And then a leaf falls from the tree.
Yes.
And it drifts down, catching the light beautifully, and settles on the forest floor.
Yes.
Well, in that moment, that little leaf, could change everything.
What do you mean, Moonbow?
Well, you could feel so bad, but suddenly the leaf fills you with joy, and you realize, I am alive, and that it brings me joy just to be alive and see this leaf in this moment, to be awake to that one leaf catching the light.
Oh, Moonbow.
What?
You're being quite profound today.
Oh, am I? I am just being Moonbow.
Okay. Well, sounds quite profound to me.
Well, anyway, that is the end of the show. So, what I would say, if you are not feeling so bountiful on this Lammas today, today, 2nd of August, if you are not feeling so bountiful, just keep an eye out for your version of that little leaf catching the light. and see if you can touch a miracle in the moment of right now. Yeah. Okay, that is the end of my show. So say bye-bye, Mix.
Bye, everyone.
Okay. Bye. See you next time on the autumn equinox. Bye-bye.
Moonbow, the sun bear, says hello to everyone.
Oh, hello.
To the clouds and the trees, and to you and the bees, to the stars and the moon and the sun. Oh, happy-hearted Moonbow, such joy from start to end. With fur and toes and ears and nose, Moonbow is your friend. Moonbow is your friend. Moonbow is your friend.